Ayo, hello. How you doing there, fellas? Thank you for clicking on this video. It's Bluekiv here as your storyteller. So in today's video, I'm gonna be telling you about the story time when I got bit in the head, and yeah, it's a pretty interesting story in my book. But without pushing that aside, let's jump into the video. So it all started on yeah, I can still remember vividly how it all happened. So this was in October the 10th, 2016. It was when I was in like the fifth. No, I think it was in 2015. It was 2015 or 2016. I don't remember. I was like 10 at the time in the fifth grade, and so it was my friend's birthday party, and he was like my next door neighbor, and it was his birthday party, and he invited us, and I was like, all right, cool, another piñata to bust, candy, chips, and this is the main thing that caused the problem, a bouncy castle. So we're gonna get into it. So it's like a normal day. He invited me, and as a kid back then, I would just like play with my friends, play with the. I don't know if you guys do. I'm pretty sure every kid does this, or most kids have done this, but where you would play with your friends if you lived in apartments or just with your neighbor friends. Like, yeah. So I would just play with the neighbors' kids because I was a kid. So yeah, we were all really good friends. We were just playing regular tag, freeze tag, whatever I played, or whatever a regular 10-year-old fifth grader would play with their friends. And then it was 3 p.m., which was when the party was starting, but nothing crazy happened. Then it was 7 p.m., and that's when everything just went downhill. Well, at least for me. So I don't know about you guys, but usually when there are like older kids at like birthday parties, and there's a bouncy castle, some like most old kids would wrestle in there, but um when we did it, we just wanted to do it like, um, but we had to make sure that there were no small children because you know how the parents are. Oh, you guys shouldn't fight in the bouncy castle because there are children in there, and what if they get hurt? Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, that's why we were waiting for everyone to leave. So once every little like child left, you know, we started to fight, and then this is when I think, nah, maybe not, I don't know, but this is when we discovered that if you because um it was the birthday kid. He was the one who had the idea of like fighting in the bouncy castle, and then he tackled, I think there was like 4 or 5 of us, maybe there were more, um and yeah, so then we were fighting, we were wrestling, having a good time and all that, but then it can't always be like that. So the this is I'm pretty sure this is when we discovered the birthday kid. He rammed, or like he trucked like another kid, because they were wrestling, and then they landed on the corner, and then the whole bouncy castle, or I think that's how it's called, the whole bouncy castle just went down. Like, it didn't pop or anything, but you know how if you like go into one side, how like that one side, the like top of the bouncy castle would go down and stuff. Yeah, that was happening. I don't know how to explain it well, but that's the best I could do. And yeah, so then it just went all down, and then I don't know why, but in our fifth grader, the the birthday kid, he was turning like 13, I think. So he was like an eighth grader, but we just something clicked on our heads, and we were like, "Whoa, what if we all went to one side or to the corners, and then just tried to bring the whole castle down?" Because I don't know, I guess that's what's fun back then. Um, because I think the PS3 was out. No, the PS4 was out, but I didn't have it. So, and it was a birthday party, so, and it was on the outside. So yeah, and then we were taking it down, And then the parents came in and they were like, "Oh, you guys shouldn't do that. If you pop it, that costs a lot." Because they were renting it. So, yeah. And then we were like, "Oh, all right." So we stopped doing that. But then accidentally, one of the kids ran into the other one again. And then they took down the thing. And then that's when the parents who were hosting the party or whatever were just like, "Nope, get out, get out. We're just going to take this down." Or maybe it was because it was time for them to return it. I don't remember. And yeah, but usually, I don't know if it's just what we did as kids, but when the bouncy castle usually goes down, we would like jump on the corners like midway. Not like obviously when they're deflating it and it's going down. There's like four corners and then there's still some air. So if you like jumped on top of it, it would kind of like break your fall or whatever. I don't know, like it would absorb the impact of you hitting the ground or slamming into the ground and stuff like that. So yeah, and you know, some of the kids, three kids, already took a corner. So it was like deflating and stuff. Three kids already took a corner, and then there was one corner left, and that's when I decided, maybe I should go jump on top of that. I don't know why, but I just did. And what I didn't know is that another girl, who was like I think 2 years younger than me, jumped on that same corner at the same time. Well, not the same time, because I jumped earlier, obviously. And so we jumped on it, and I landed first. And then what did she do? She jumped. We jumped like basically at the same time, but I don't know. I jumped first, I guess, and I landed on that corner. And then She jumped. She landed on me, but since she was screaming because she was an annoying girl, obviously. Oh yeah, maybe I shouldn't say obviously too much. I sound annoying. Anyways, she jumped with like screaming of joy, and her mouth is open, and then I'm pretty sure you can guess what happened next. She bit me on my head. Not like she didn't bite me intentionally, but she bit me, and then after that, well, she started crying, and I wasn't crying because I'm a man. But I was freaking out, not gonna lie. I was as soon as she jumped on top of me, I felt like this sharp. It wasn't sharp really because her teeth were like, I don't know, I guess normal. Um and then it just like I said, it just all went downhill. She just got off me, and then she started crying and then running off. And then I got up. I was just like holding my head, and then all I could see was like not all of my head. I mean, not all of my hand. Like most of my fingers were like covered in blood, and I was like, oh, I was like freaking out. I was like, uh, is it my blood? Is it her blood? Because she jumped with her teeth. I think some of her teeth came out, and yeah, we're gonna talk about the aftermath after that, like a week later. Um, then she just ran off, took off, crying, holding her mouth. And then I was just like I said, I was holding my head. I checked, I had blood, and I didn't know. I felt like something wet, but I didn't know if it was my blood or if it was her saliva. And I just felt it go down, like not a lot, just a little bit. I'm surprised how I didn't bleed a lot. She probably didn't bite me that hard. It's like an inch of length. I measured it. I don't know why. I just did. I don't know how deep it went. Maybe like 5 millimeters or three. But because I have a skull. Believe it or not, I do. Anyways, um, and then some of the yeah, my friends coming to me like, "Yo, dude, are you okay?" And I was like, "Yeah, I think I'm fine." But I was still freaking out, and I was like, does anyone have ice? Does anyone have ice?" I just remember scream. I was screaming like a lunatic, just screaming, "Does anyone have ice? Can I have ice or cold water so I could just like dump it over my head?" I don't know what it was gonna do, but apparently I thought it was gonna do something. And yeah, all my friends, they weren't even getting the water or ice. They were just laughing at me. Oh my god. And then my mom was like, she was at the party, so she just like she ran over to me, then she took me home. And then oh no, before that, my friends were telling me that like, dude, are you the part where they were asking if I was okay. Dude, are you okay? And I was like, I think so. And they were like, dude, how bad does it feel? And I honestly don't know how bad it felt because I couldn't really feel anything. But since I saw the blood, I thought it must really hurt. And they were like, dude, you're probably gonna have to get your head stapled. And I'm like, what? My head stapled? That worried me a lot, bro. As a fifth grader, getting your head stapled. Maybe some of you like, I don't know, maybe got shot in the arm and then just didn't cry. You know, I don't know. Anyways, they were like, you have to get, and I was like getting worried. And then another one was like, yeah, or they might have to like sew or yeah, I think it's sew your head and back together or something like that. And I was like, what? And they're just scaring me, bro. They just kept on laughing. And then my mom took me home, and then um she rubbed like, or she was like, we need to put stuff on your head. I don't know what she put. She might have put a little bit of alcohol, but like on a cotton ball, and then like put it like little bit, because she wasn't just trying to burn my head or anything, or something like that. But I remember she got this plant. I'll put it up. I'll put a picture of it on the video. But yeah, she just put, because we owned that type of plant, because according to Hispanic mothers, it heals you or something like that. It helps you so you don't get an infection or whatever. I don't know. Anyways, she just rubbed it over my head, and then she was just like, "You're gonna stay here. You can't go outside anymore." And that was the end of that day. And then like a week later or the next day after, um, I still played with my friends. I just walked outside and I was like, "Hey guys," and they're like, "Dude, are you okay?" I'm like, "Yeah, yeah. I think my mom fixed me or whatever. I don't know." Um, and then the girl, she had like an older brother, a brother that was my age, an older sister that was like the same age as the older brother, and yeah, but they were all blaming me. I'm sorry, my phone went off. They were all blaming me like, "Oh, you should have let her go on it." Because I don't know, I was like 2 years older. They're like, "Oh my god, we expected better than you," and I was like, "Bro, I don't know. I got bullied by those kids a lot." I'll make another video soon. Not soon, maybe like in a couple of months. And tell, how I got bullied by them. Kind of, something like that. Anyways, but yeah, we're gonna call the brother that was my age, my friend. We're gonna call him. We're gonna call him. What are we gonna call him? We're gonna call him Victor. We're gonna call him Victor. Victor came up to me like, he was so pissed, bro. He looked like he wanted to fight me. This kid once choked me because of that, I think, or because I got him really mad. I don't know. He just had a short temper, and he was just like yelling at me, cussing at me, saying all these things, like telling me that I should have been careful, that it's for little kids and whatnot. But he was even, I'm pretty sure he was also in the birthday party and fighting with us in the bounty castle. And I think he knows that most kids, jump into the corner. But yeah. Also, her lips were busted. They were like super messed up. Like I don't know. And then she was like bleeding a lot from the mouth. She, I'm pretty sure she lost a tooth, and or it was like wiggly at least, and then she pulled it off later. But I think a lot of like kids, mostly kids, and I tell this story to some of my friends, and then they're like, "Whoa, but yeah, but her teeth and whatnot, they were baby teeth, okay? Not trying to be mean, but they're baby teeth. You can just regrow those, you know." But me, my head, if her teeth would have gone any deeper or anything, like who knows how badly that could have gone. But I mean, I guess, yeah, I still feel a little bit bad for her, but yeah. Um, but yeah, And yeah, that. That's about it. That's the end of the story. Hope you enjoyed that story time. If you did, please leave a like. Please leave a like on the video. I would really appreciate it. Or preferably if you left a positive comment. And if you left a negative, well, joke's on you. I'll just use it as motivation. And subscribe if you haven't. Wish you all a good day. This is Blue Kev. Well, not jumping on the edges of the bouncy castle when it's deflating anymore. See ya.